Finally, I have made another 10-minute post-workout yoga stretch for you guys. The first one that I made has been super popular, so here's another one for you. This one, just like the first one, is structured in such a way that we are able to cover quite a lot of yoga poses in a short amount of time, but we're not able to hang out in the yoga poses as long as we normally do in a yoga stretching routine. So please keep that in mind. But it will stretch out your whole body so that you feel open and ready to take on whatever you need to take on after a challenging workout. So I hope that you will enjoy it. Let me know in the comments how it feels on your body. Give me a big fat thumbs up and make sure that you've subscribed to my channel. If you like these videos, please support the channel. It really helps me out a lot to be able to continue to make videos like this. All right, I'll see you on the mat. All right, I'm going to set my timer and see that I can pay attention to the time here. Start on all fours and keep your arms shoulder distance apart and the legs hip distance apart. Exhale, round yourself to a cat stretch, separate your shoulder blades, drop your head. Inhale, arch to cow, curl your toes under. Exhale, round it into cat. Inhale, arch it to cow. One more time, exhale, round it into cat. Inhale, arch it to cow. Draw your hips back. And with your toes curled under, you're going to feel a deep stretch into your toes as well as your feet. Breathe in fully, exhale completely. And if it's excruciating, feel free to point your feet for a little bit and try to go back to curling your toes under. So over time, it gets a bit easier. Shift your hips forward and then gradually lift the knees off the floor. Come into a downward facing dog. Press your left heel into the floor. Lift the left heel and press your right heel into the floor. Lift your heel. And then slowly step the right foot forward to a low lunge. Try to find as much extension as you can. Come onto your fingertips. Right knee is over your ankle. Pivot your left heel in. And then try to draw the tailbone under a little bit. Roll the shoulder open. As you draw in through the abdomen, you're going to reach the left arm over your left ear for an extended side angle. Good stretch for your lats. Opens up the hips. Opens the shoulders. And then slowly lower the left arm down as you gradually straighten out the right leg for a triangle pose. Reaching the left arm up as you reach the right arm down. Your right hand can rest on your shin. Maybe you have to come up a little bit higher. You can place your palm on a block if that's helpful. Look up, look to the side, or look down. Just find the position where you can breathe your fullest, deepest breath. Then slowly bend the right knee again, come back into a low lunge. And you're going to lower the left knee to the floor. Lift up and shift your hips back. Readjust your pelvis, bring the arms behind you, interlace the left index finger on top of the right, lift your chest, stretch the arms away as you send your hips forward. So only send your hips as far forward as you can keep your chest lifted, no compression in your spine, still able to fully breathe. That's important. Release the arms, reach them up, and bend your left elbow, take a hold of the elbow, press your head against the arm and stretch your left tricep. Maybe try to bend a little bit to the side and you get deeper into the left side body here, including your left hip flexor and quad. Ah, juicy. Come back to the center, reaching the arms up and lower your fingertips to the floor. With your left toes curled under, shift your hips back and see if you can straighten out the right leg. Maybe you have to point your left foot like this. Maybe you have to come up a little bit higher. So find your edge and then go as deeply into the hamstring as you can. Fully breathe. Move in there with your breath, not with your mind. There's a difference. Then shift your hips forward, back to the low lunge. And now we're going to transition to the center and then go to the back, which is now our new front. Ha-ha! Magic happens on the yoga mat. Come back into that low lunge. Find your extension here. Notice how it feels on this side. And then pivot the right heel in. Then readjust the pelvis. Draw up through the lower belly. Lift your chest. Roll the shoulders open. Extended side angle. It's all about finding space. We find space by breathing and by putting ourselves in the position where we can breathe. And as we do so, we relax and we open very gradually. Then slowly lower the right arm down, straighten out the left leg, extend the right arm up, draw the left arm down, triangle pose. Look up, look to the side, or look down. Then slowly bend the left leg again, come back into the low lunge position. And now lower the right knee into the floor and come up. Readjust your pelvis, draw up through your lower belly. Bring the arms behind you, right index finger on top of the left. Lift the chest, pin the shoulder blades together. Stretch the arms away and then send your hips forward. Ah, yeah. This really opens the body up. And the more open your front body is, the deeper, fuller breaths you can take, the more energy you'll have. You don't want to be hunching. Release the arms, reach them up, bend the right elbow, press the head against the arm and hold. Stretch the right tricep, maybe bend to the left a little bit and get into your right side body. Hunching is not attractive and hunching will not give you energy. Lift it to the center, release the fingertips to the floor, and then from here, shift your hips back and try to straighten out your left leg. And send your torso as far forward over that left leg as you can. So now again, just work your edge and notice how it feels on this side. Might be very different than how it feels on the other side. But this will help to balance out your body. Then slowly come back to the low lunge. And now we're going to transition back to the center. Keep your feet parallel, wide. Maybe the knees need to be bent. Try to extend the arms out in front of you like you're doing a downward dog. And drop your head and chest right in between. Shake out your head. This will stretch your hamstrings, your hips, your entire upper body and chest, triceps, shoulders. Good rush of blood to your head and brain. Then draw the arms back and we're going to twist open to the right. So you're going to place the left hand in the center. And as you twist from the bottom of your ribs, your left shoulder is on top of your wrist. Then reach the right arm up. So healthy. Just wringing out those organs. Detoxing them for anything they don't need. And then slowly release. Place the right hand where your left hand was. And then gently twist it again from the bottom of the ribs. Stretch the arms in opposite directions. Look up to the side or down. Again, wherever your neck feels good. And come back to the center. Now we're going to go back to the front into the low lunge. And ground the palms to the floor. Lift the right foot off and slide it into a pigeon pose. The right knee is on top of the right thumb. Point your left foot, see that you're in the center of the quad, the shin and the top of the foot. Lift your chest, hips and shoulders are squared off to the front. And then exhale, hinge it forward. And rest on your forearms, or feel free to rest your forehead onto your hands. As your hips start to open up a little bit more, feel free to open up this angle further. But always make sure that your hips are squared off to the floor. You don't want to be sinking over into your right buttocks, but this is a deep stretch for the buttocks. Then press the floor away, come up, ground the palms, keep the arms shoulder distance apart, curl the left toes under, and exhale it to downward facing dog. Slide the left leg forward, draw that left knee to your left thumb, point the left foot, come onto your fingertips, lift, Creating space. See that you're in the center of the quad, the shin, and the top of the foot. Hips squared off to the front as well as the shoulders. And exhale, hinge it forward. Rest on your forearms or rest the forehead on your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then press the floor away from you. Come up. Ground the palms again to the floor, shoulder distance apart. Curl the right toes under and exhale it to downward dog. Hopefully you feel a little bit more space now in downward facing dog. Lift your heels, lower the knees to the floor. Let your knees come together and let your feet separate a bit. Sit on a block or a blanket if this hero pose feels too uncomfortable for your knees, quads, ankles, or feet. Sit up tall, cross the right elbow on top of the left. These are the eagle arms. Stretches the outside of your shoulders. And release, cross the left elbow on top of the right. Try to drop your shoulders down. Make sure that your neck feels free. And release. Just go into a last downward facing dog to neutralize the legs and the knees. And release. And that was it. Let's see, what time was that? All right, 10:54. Pretty good, pretty good. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed that. Just open up the body and give yourself a little stretch after your workout is very, very helpful. So check out all of my other stretching videos that cover the legs, cover the upper body in a little bit more of a deeper way. And if you need any suggestions or any help, leave any comments or requests in the comment box below. All right, I'll see you here on the mat tomorrow. Next time at least. All right, have a good one. Bye.